The Cape Town City Hall has already have a hive of activity with the preparations underway for the much anticipated joint sitting of the 7th Democratic Parliament. This is despite President Cyril Ramaphosa only expected to address the sitting this evening. Newzroom Afrika's Juniour Khumalo is at the City Hall and now joins us live. Juniour, very good morning to you. Standing there in the rain and the weather service, of course, issuing a warning. Do we know whether this is going to disrupt this morning and this afternoon's program at all?
Good morning to you, Aldrin, and a good morning to our viewers. We were told yesterday by the Speaker of the National Assembly that one thing that might be affected by this rainfall is actually the fly past by the South African Defence Force that is supposed to happen when the President stands in front of the Cape Town City Hall. She said that if the weather continues the way it is this morning, then that might not happen. So we might only see the 21-gun salute happening in front of the Cape Town City Hall, and then the President will go in and proceed into the Cape Town City Hall and deliver that much anticipated opening of Parliament address that he is expected to deliver at around 7 p.m. today. It is a much anticipated event in front of the Cape Town City Hall. Despite this rainfall, there were quite a lot of law enforcement officials just making sure that the precinct of this area, which is going to be part of Parliament today, is actually secure. We know that a lot of South Africans are anticipating the opening of Parliament address because there's been a lot of uncertainty when it comes to what policies the 7th administration is going to take. We know that for the past almost 30 years, the ANC has governed alone and has had a hegemony when it comes to government policies. But this time around, the ANC has to come together with other parties and formulate these policies. We know that this took place over the weekend when that cabinet, the Hotla, took place and all of the parties basically presented their policies, and it was the task of the directors general from all of the government departments to basically put these policies together and formulate one government policy that the President is set to address this evening, Aldrin.
Yeah. And with that said as well is the other dynamic, and that is the Progressive Caucus. We understand that later on today at around 12 o'clock they will have a press briefing. Do we know what they expect to address the media on?
We're still not quite sure what they expect to address the media on, but the one thing that now we can confirm is that Umkhonto weSizwe Party is now officially part of that caucus. We saw this caucus actually coming together about a month ago when the President was expected to announce that cabinet, when it was the EFF, it was the ATM party, the UDM, which is led by Bantu Holomisa, who's now part of the cabinet of the President's executive, was also a part of that Progressive Caucus, but he has since left that Progressive Caucus. We know that the PAC also was part of that caucus, but has since left. But now Umkhonto weSizwe, the third biggest party in Parliament, is going to be part of that caucus. So we do expect its leader in Parliament, John Hlophe, actually to lead that briefing today. We are not sure who is going to lead it from the EFF side. The last time they had such a briefing, it was the Deputy President of the EFF, Floyd Shibambu, who actually led that briefing for the EFF. So we do anticipate that they are going to announce whether they are going to be participating in today's opening of Parliament or not. There have also been questions around which party is the official opposition. We know that the second biggest party in South Africa, which is the DA, has actually gone into that GNU agreement with the ANC, meaning that they are now part of government. So there was a bit of a debate last week when there were those budget debates on which party is supposed to speak second, because according to the rules, the governing party is supposed to speak, then the official opposition speaks. But we saw in Parliament the DA speaking second, which raised a bit of concerns from the MK party as well as the EFF. Yesterday we heard the Speaker saying that this matter had been taken to the Rules Committee. The Rules Committee was supposed to give feedback to the chief whips of all the parties that are represented in Parliament. So we do expect an update from those parties on whether they are the official opposition is going to be Umkhonto weSizwe or the DA will remain as the official opposition, Aldrin.
Thank you so much, Juniour Khumalo, joining us from outside the City Hall in Cape Town.